Hey you guys, it's your girl Deborah. Welcome back to my channel. On today's video, I'm super excited to come to you with these nice cute leg warmers. This is a really cozy leg warmer. Only stitch you'll need is the double crochet and the half double crochet. This part is made in double crochets and the body of it is made in half double crochets. You don't need very much materials. All you'll need is a pair of scissors. I'm using a number 6 hook, and also this variegated yarn right here that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's the I love this yarn brand from Hobby Lobby, and this is pretty much all you will need. So we're going to get started. I made this one, and now we're going to get ready to make the second one that goes to this. So I'm making this for my daughter, and it's just the time of year to start making cozy things. And this is a cozy little thing that can be worn. And I did it in a variegated yarn because I wanted it to come together really quick. I didn't want to go through the process of changing colors, and I feel like she could wear it with different things to match the colors that's in the yarn. So let's get started. It's going to be real quick, real easy, and real fun. So if you are a beginner friendly, get your yarn out. You can follow along because that's just how easy this is. Okay, first let's do a slip knot. And then we're going to make a chain. I'll set the scissors over here. We're going to make a chain of 50. Now, a chain of 50 is the circumference of her calf. And you want to make it to the larger part of your leg just so you can make sure it fits, but you don't want it to be stretchy. You want to make it where it fits snug because the acrylic yarn will stretch a little bit. So I'm going to do a chain of 50. Eight, 49, 50. Okay, now we've got to the 50th. Now we're going to add 3 more, which will be a double crochet. So we're going 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do a double crochet from that first chain right beside it and do double crochets all the way down your chain. In every stitch, all the way down the chain. And you should have 50 double crochets once you reach the other end. I'm going to work mine up and I will be back. Okay, we're coming up on the last stitch right here. Going in with a double crochet. Bring it up, chain 2, 1, 2, and then turn your work. Now in this part right here, we're going to be doing front and back post stitches. And since I'm really focusing on new crocheters, I'm going to explain this. So go up under here, go into that hole right there, into the hole. We're going behind this post, just like that. Grab the yarn, pull it back through, and do a double crochet. When you go to the next one, you pull that to the front right there. Now this next one right here, we're going to pull it to the back. So round over, go to the back of it, go up under it just like that, pull it around, pull it through. That's a double crochet back post. Let's do it again with the front post. The next one, we'll go through the front post. So it's every other one is what you'll be doing, every other one. Okay, go around, go into the back post again, go around it, and do it a double crochet. You'll eventually start seeing the pattern come together. These will be going back, and the ones in the back will those will go back, and these will be pushed forward. So we just did a back post. Now we need to do another front post. Go into the hole, go up under it, go around, come through, and that's a back post double crochet. Now we just turn it, push that to the back a little bit so you can see it. Go up under that next one from the back, pull it around, and go back down and do a double crochet. Go under, pull it up with the double crochet. Back post, front post, double crochets give you texture without going through a whole lot of fussing. It gives you what you're looking for, and you don't have to do a whole lot of different types of stitches, and it works up really quick. Okay, do one more front post. And then one more back post, and then I'm going to let you guys work it up off camera, and I'm going to finish up this row. Okay, we're coming up on the last 2 stitches. So we did a front post stitch here, so this one needs to be a back post stitch. Now don't forget that this stitch is here and it needs to go around as well. So we're going to go right, make it a front post. and it'll come forward. It'll start to make sense a little bit more after we continue on with the pattern. Then chain 2, turn our work. And we're going to continue on with the pattern. But it'll be a little bit easier now because your front post is already pulled forward and your back post is also pulled forward as well. So you'll just go under the front post and then go under the back post. And you're going to continue on with the same pattern under the front post, then go to the back and do the back post. Under the front post. I'm going to finish the rest of this off camera and I'll let you work on yours and I'll be back once I make it to the end. Okay, coming up on our last few stitches. Back stitch. And remember we made that last stitch a front stitch. Last stitch, front stitch. Okay. Now let's chain 2 more. Okay, now turn your work. And we're going to continue on with the same pattern. Front post. Back post. I'm going to work this up for the next 3 rows. In total, I have 5 rows. So I'm going to work my 5 rows up off camera, and then I will be back once I'm finished with my 5th row, and then we'll go on to the body of the leg warmer. Okay, we're now at the end. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect these. I'm just going to connect the top one, and I know once I get done with the body, I'll come back and sew this up. But for right now, I'm just going to slip stitch right here in this top because I want to work it in the round. So I'm just going to slip stitch it off. And then I'm going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then I'm going to start right here in this stitch with a double, half double crochet. I'm going to do a half double crochet all the way around. All the way around. You should have 50 half double crochets or whatever number you started with of double crochets. Okay, I'm gonna work these double crochets up off camera and I'll see you when I make it to the other end. Okay, now we are back to the beginning and I'm gonna slip stitch up into the top and bring this together and then just bring this together. Now in this part, I'm going to do all of my half double crochets in between the spaces, in between the posts. So instead of going into the top parts, instead of going in this V, we're not going to work in those V's. We're just going to go straight through here because we want something that's going to work up really, really quick. I don't want anything that I have to find stitches. So I'm working all of my stitches in between the posts. So we're just going to take this right here, double crochet. So we're going to do a half of double crochets all in between the posts. Just going right in between the posts, not in the stitch. We're going in between the posts. Half double crochets. All the way around. This is really an easy project, and it's something that comes together really, really quick, and it makes for a really good Christmas gift as well. I know it's a little early, but if you're making Christmas gifts, this makes a really good Christmas gift because you can get both of them done in one day. I mean, in a few hours, you can have both legs done and have you a perfectly good Christmas gift. And I'll see you once I make it back around. Okay, I'm back at the beginning. So I'm going to slip stitch it off once more. I do slip stitch it at the beginning. You do not have to. You can just keep going totally around. This is really one of those projects you can make it your own. Okay, you guys. So right now we're getting ready to go all the way around. Again, this is a repeat pattern. You can make this as short as you would like. And you can also make this as long as you would like. This is all half double crochet in between the posts. I'm taking mine up 26 rows. I've done 1 row, so I got 25 rows to go. I'm going to work mine up off camera. You do not have to go up 25 rows. You could literally take yours up as tall as you would like for it to be or as short. But for me, I'm going to go up 26 rows for the length of my daughter's leg. So I will be back. I'm going to work mine up off camera, and I will be back when it's time to add the other end, this part, to the other end, and I'll show you how we get that done. So I will see you once I finish my 26 rows. Okay, you guys, we have gotten finished with our half double crochets. This is 26 rows. So now we're going to add the same ridge down here at the same end. On this end, we're going to put it on this end. So let's get started with that. So turn it around. Now, instead of the half double crochets, we're going back to our double crochets into each stitch. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're still going in between the stitch. In between the stitch, not in the stitch. We're still going in between the stitch. So skip this first one that this one's coming out of and go right over here to this next one. So double crochets all the way around. Then chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're starting back on our front post, back post stitches. So we're going to this first one right here will be a front post. Go up under that loop, pull it down. Making a double crochet. Then the next loop right here, the next stitch right here, we're going to go in the back of it. So in the back of it, same stitch with a double crochet. Dang, why I can't grab that? Same stitch with a double crochet. And pull forward again with another double crochet. Then go to the back with another double crochet. Now we're going to continue this stitch all the way around. All the way around, and I'm going to work on mine. I'll see you once I get around to the beginning again. Okay, go to the top of the stitch, stitch it off, slip stitch it over, and chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to continue on with the same stitch on top, and then to the back. And this should be a little bit more easier because your stitches are already placed for you. They're already pushed forward and they're already pushed backwards. So it should be a lot easier to get into the stitches now. So I'm going to work mine up for 5 rows. This is 2 rows right here. So I've got 3 more rows to go. I will come back once I finish with my 5th row. Okay, and now I'm on my last one. So what I'm going to do is just go inside of this with a slip stitch. Go inside that, grab that down, and slip stitch that off. Cut your end. And slip stitch it off. We have slip stitched that off and we're done with that. We have to weave in the end. We'll get that weaved in just a second. But we need to come down here and close this up. Okay, if you are doing this pattern, I chose to close this up and go in the round. I made that decision really at the last minute. If you decide to go in the round, just do it closer to this end and then start doing it in the round. But you can also just make this flat. Keep going straight across flat. That's what I thought I was going to do. But then I decided to change my mind at the last minute and I decided to go into the round, and that's why I have this opening here. So what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch this from right here all the way up. Okay, I'm just going to tie onto this little piece that I already have hanging here to slip stitch this, and I'm going to slip stitch it all the way back down. And bring this through. Now you can single crochet this or slip stitch this. I'm going to single crochet it all the way down. And cut the end. Pull it through and tighten it off, slip stitch it off. Stretch it out. Now I'm going to weave in this end. Okay, so now here's our leg warmers. Now on these leg warmers, what I would have done differently, what I like to do when I've done something for the first time and I'm experimenting with it, I like to come back on here and at least tell you what I would have done different if I do these again. So first of all, I would stay with the stitch, the double crochet back front post, back post stitch, and I like the half double crochets in between the posts. I like that. But when I came to this part right here to add this part on here, I would have did a single crochet right across here because that would have singed this end. One end is singed in a little bit more than the other. I don't know if you can see it, but see how this kind of does like this and singe it in, which is not a big deal, not noticeable at all. But I think I would like it more to be singed in. And see how this end is just straight down. So I would have put a single crochet here, a roll of single crochet around this first one before I started these. That's what I would do differently. But for the most part, these came out very, very well. I love them. They came out really good, and I think my daughter's going to really like them. Now, if you're looking for a really good Christmas gift, these make really good Christmas gift. I work at a school, and all the little girls wear these leg warmers all the time. Cool. Now, it was 1 skein of yarn for each leg, so 2 skeins of yarn in total. This is about how much I had left over out of each skein. But if you use variegated yarn, which I recommend because you can get all these beautiful colors without changing colors. And this would take 2 skeins of yarn to get both of these legs done. Okay, you guys, this is all I have. I'm so close to 10,000, so do me a favor, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn that notification bell on so you can be notified once I upload new videos. Until next time, act, look, and think like a winner. The days you don't, dress it up. Bye.